Next, operating point. When the value of the maximum possible current is considered, the point will be represent the y-axis, which is nothing but a saturation point. When the value of the maximum possible collector emitter voltage is considered, this will be presented in the x-axis, which is nothing but a cutoff point. When the line is drawing between, that means join in these 2 points, such a line is load line. It will be represented on the output at the curve. So this line will be drawn on the output characteristics curve, which makes the contact at the point. It is called as the operating point. Another name of this point is called a quotient point. There may be such an interesting point, but the Q point is selected in such a way irrespective of the AC. The transistor remains in the active region. This can be understood by the following diagram. So let us consider the output characteristics curve. So in the output characteristics curve, we have considered point A and B. A means at the point A, IB is 0. At the point B, VC is 0. So join these 2 points. This is called as the load line. The line is drawn with the values of VCC and IC. It is called as a load line. It is superimposed on the output characteristics of the transistor. It is used to learn the operating point of the transistor. Here the point PQRS is called as a Q point or quotient point, which determines the working of the transistor. So at this point, the transistor is working as a amplifier. The function is more effective. So the operating point determines the maximum signal that can be obtained without any disorder. So for a transistor to work as an open switch, the Q point can be chosen at the cutoff region, and the transistor to work as a closed switch, the Q point can be chosen as the saturation point. Thank you.